Beginning this week, Rabbis Liebtag Bressler and I will use this forum to share with you thoughts from our weekly parashah. Each day, we will share a different thought from a different aliyah. And today, Yom Rishon, Sunday, I want to share with you a thought from Rishon, from the very first aliyah of this week's parashah, the story of Sarah Imenu's tragic death. That's how the parsha opens. And when Avraham Avinu learns of her death, Vayavo Avraham lispod l'Sarah v'livkota, he came to eulogize Sarah and to cry for her. Where did he come from? And why did he have this response? We're unsure, but our Meforshim spend great effort in trying to understand it for two reasons. One, where was he? And two, why did he use a response that was the opposite of most people's natural response? Normally, when someone learns of the death of a close relative, they immediately are broken. They begin to cry, and it's only after they're able to compose themselves can they begin to eulogize. And yet Avram did the exact opposite. Regarding this issue, the Netziv offered a simple idea, and that is that by the time Avraham Avinu came to Kiryat Arba, the masses had gathered around Sarah Imenu, and the funeral was about to begin. Avraham Avinu didn't have the chance to follow a normal procedure. He first had to eulogize and then to cry. And yet, the Ber Yosef, Rav Yosef Tzvi Salant, the great Rav of Yerushalayim, who passed away in the early 1980s and served in a key role in Mea Shearim, in the largest of their shuls, the Ber Yosef explained that that wasn't the reason that Avram followed the opposite routine. Rather, Avraham Avinu understood that before he had a chance to take care of his personal needs, he first had to achieve a greater mission, and that was to purchase land of Eretz Yisrael, a place to bury Sarah and create our eternal foothold in the land that HaKadosh Baruch Hu had promised us. And so he was able to maintain his composure long enough to enter into the negotiations, long enough to purchase the Marat Machpelah, and only afterwards did he have time, livkota, to cry and to mourn as a spouse should cry and mourn over the passing of their most beloved partner in life. In fact, explained the Ber Yosef, that's why the Medrash said that he came from Har HaMoriah, not Beersheba, which would be the obvious, as Rashi noted, but rather he came from Har HaMoriah, because at Har HaMoriah, Avraham Avinu also had to set aside his personal emotions. He had to set aside his connection to his son and prepare to be able to offer his son on the altar as HaKadosh Baruch Hu had commanded him. The very same strength of faith, the fortitude of his emunah that he had shown everyone on Har HaMoriah was the very same thing he needed to do now. And therefore, Avraham Avinu, said the Midrash, came from Har HaMoriah, from the mindset of Moriah, to first offer eulogy, to be controlled, and to purchase the burial plot, and only then the leave kotal.